Okay, class, we are going to check our warm-up. We are doing page 14 in our Star Master book, and this is Thursday, October 22nd. Okay, number 1 says, on which number line is the letter P closest to the number 520? Okay, well, first we need to look at what they're skipping by. So if it's 500 on one end and 600 on the other end, what did they skip by? 100. Good. Hold on, let me change pens. That one's running out of ink. Okay, so 500, 600. Now we need to decide what would be in the middle. What would be right in the middle between 500 and 600? Bryson? Bryson said in the middle would be 550. That is correct. So now we can tell where the middle is on all of these. And if I'm looking for 520, I know the dot has to be where in relationship to the middle. Should it be before the middle or after the middle? Before, okay? So now I can go ahead and eliminate some. Which two can I already eliminate?
B and C.
B and C, good, because both of those are after the middle. The dots come after. Okay? Now A and D both come before, but which one would be better to represent 520? D. And why do we think D? Good. We would want it to be closer to 500. If it's closer to the middle, that's more likely to be about 540. Okay? So this would be about 530, 520, 510. Okay? So this dot right here is probably closer to 540. Okay? So D was correct. Okay? You got it right? Good. Okay, number 2. Which letter on the number line below marks the point closest to 98? Okay, now we're looking at what they're skipping by first. I can see that it has an 80, a 90, and then a 100. So if it has 80, 90, and 100, what are they skipping by on the number line? Instead, it's skipping by 10. So thank you for responding. We had a lot of wait time here. They're trying to wake up still, people at home. I hope you're awake. Okay, so they're skipping by 10s. So in between those would be the halfway mark. So what would be halfway between 80 and 90? It'll be right here in the middle. I heard 80 something. 85. Be confident in your answer. Say it out. 85. Good. 90 and 100. What would be in the middle? 95. Not 50. Halfway between 90 and 100 is 95. Okay? We're skipping by 10s, remember? Okay, so now I can kind of narrow it down now that I know where the middle is. Okay? I'm looking for 98. So I want to be somewhat close to 95. So I know I can be looking at the dots before 95 or after 95. After. That makes it really easy, doesn't it? Because now I know there's only one that it could be, which would be U. Okay, number 3. What is the best estimate for the whole number marked by the arrow on the number line? Again, you've got to first look at the two numbers at the ends, figure out what they're skipping by, because if it had only been skipping by 10s, that would make a huge difference in what this dot would equal. Okay, but they're not skipping by 10. What are they skipping by? 100. So what goes in the middle? 750. Okay, so now I know this dot has to be what? Smaller than 750, but greater than 700, okay? Now let's look at our answer choices. Can I eliminate any right off the bat? Which one?
Eliminate D and A.
D and A, good, because these are very obvious they're not correct. D is right in the middle. A, you know it's going to be really, really close to the end. Okay? Now let's see. This dot is right in the middle, almost between 700 and 750. So think about that. Which number, 710 or 725, would be our dot? What do you think, Javea? 725, good. 710 is going to be closer to down here since we're skipping by. This is a big gap right here, 50. Okay, I've got to fit 710, 720, 730, 740, all in between that space. So 710 is going to be closer to the end. Okay. So C is the answer. Good. Number 4, what is the best estimate for the whole number marked by the arrow on the number line? Again, you really have to start by looking at these end numbers. Figure out what they're skipping by. Skipping by tens. Good. So what would be in the middle? 175. Okay, so now I know this dot has to be greater than 175. So I can already cross out or eliminate A and B, right?
Yes.
Because our dot's down here. It has to be greater than 175. Okay? Now, which one would make more sense? 177 or 179? I'm kind of right in the middle here. 77, good. Because 179 would probably end up being where?
And like right by 180.
Good. It would be way down here, closer to 180. Okay? Good, guys. So C is correct.
Check. 2 check.